5 seconds. Hurry, hurry. Radiance ban.
Are we going to see the same bans?
Oh, okay. What's up?
What's up?
Um,
We're going to go for game 5.
Okay, guys, this is game 4 of Championship Sunday between Team Tucker and Team Kenny.
it's
Team Kenny. And we have our your favorite casters again. Me, myself, Tim and Jay.
Hi.
okay.
Yay.
Yay.
Same bands. Who would have thought?
Yep. 2-1. Team Kenny.
Clock, axe. Although they're thinking,
10 seconds.
I mean,
maybe they feel confident.
5 seconds. Hurry, hurry. Dyer's ban.
Oh,
yeah. Who would have
Not they chickened out.
they're slow rolling us. Yep.
Yeah. It's I remember, do you remember our first TDJ where I think game 4, we were pretty confident. So we actually let Lakshman's void through. And for me, I think at that time I was like, yeah, we can beat it. I don't know if I explicitly said to you that game why I let it through, but I wanted to win on, because he was being very cocky the first game. when he
Yep,
beat
I
us.
remember.
So
I
I was
remember.
very happy, and then we beat them the 2 games afterwards, and then I was like, yeah, because I had a couple of strats in my mind that time. Maybe we can actually do a throwback to the replays one day. We can just talk about it. But I
Interesting,
was
yeah.
like, nah, I'm gonna beat him with void, with his void. So anyway, so this is the first change. The ban there's actually no change, but there's Medusa ban now, which they're worried about playing against. If you look at Justin's profile, there's a lot of Medusa games, and his Medusa, when he left unchecked, is just walks through the team. It's just super
First
strong. Puck
this
and
is what I
Viper,
liked.
and I think that's
Yeah,
a good
just-
choice because Puck doesn't fare very well against Medusa because by after a couple of items and levels, Puck really just don't do anything, and Justin doesn't play any other mid carries that are super tanky and carry. Although there isn't that much
5
anyway.
seconds. Hurry,
Also,
hurry.
kind of just like the fact that they picked Tucker's mid here at first phase, because they, like, every time
Ban.
Team Kenny has been banning all of Tucker heroes in the second ban phase. So I
Yeah.
think it's really important that they managed to get a hero for Tucker that
Yeah.
likes to
Agree, and now they can ban the Windrunner and the Clinks.
The issue is that I think picking Tucker's heroes first is fine, but once they show the Viper pick, I can instantly see already that this game is if Radiant drags us out, Dai will lose. Because Viper doesn't do much damage. Puck ultimately doesn't do too much damage. And I don't expect Lakshman's hero to be anything other than Wraith King CK, which CK does a lot of
5
damage, to be fair.
seconds. Hurry, hurry.
At the same time, once Puck gets an axe, it can be very strong in the team fight.
That is true.
Radiance ban.
Which is why I think this Medusa ban is so good, because Medusa is one of the few heroes that, yeah, sure, you silence and, Dream Coil, but you just stand there and press alt, and then no one wants to fight into you, and then Ag's 6 second goes off, and then you just keep fighting. So I think the Medusa ban was a very good ban
seconds to pick.
if you were playing Puck.
I've been
5
baiting
seconds
out the axe pick, but they didn't fall for it.
Dyer's ban.
The banning carries in the second phase, Sven and Wraith King. Wraith King probably against Lakshman's offlane. But I don't think this game will be a Lakshman offlane because they have a Viper already.
Radiance ban.
It will be a Viper safe lane or offlane. So, unless they want to run Wraith King safe. I guess that's not a bad combo. It'll be quite strong. It'll be quite formidable mid-game where you run in with your Wraith King and then pop the ult and then Puck comes in or Puck jumps on the back lines. They're picking off
5
Slaughter.
seconds. Hurry,
I
hurry.
think the line pick was good. Line's a very good counter to Puck. Depends on who initiates on the other person.
Warlock ban.
It's a good
I
ban.
don't want. Right. they're banning all the supports because they think that the Viper's gonna be offlane or something.
Yeah. And they already have all the supports anyway, so you can just
Yeah.
start banning out the rest of the supports.
True.
So this is will be 103rd game on Lion and Stu's second game on Lich. And
Well-
this would be like the second game we have a Viper.
Yeah.
Dire team are now picking.
And looking at Lakshman's heroes, he has his Luna and Juggernaut left. CK.
True.
Ancient Apparition, pretty good. Needs a setup, I think, which at the moment none of those heroes really set up that well, except for Puck.
Probably a CK.
Only 10 seconds.
It is a good Juggernaut game so far, though.
5 seconds.
Yep, no
Hurry,
stunts.
hurry.
I go through BKB. I'm actually not sure. I mean, yeah.
So Ancient Apparition and Puck both have very low armor, so they're very susceptible to physical damage. So I like to see on Radiant getting a physical damage based carry. We talked about PA before, but PA, would be very strong against AA and Puck.
They haven't picked out the troll yet, though.
Night Stalker is
Another
very
Night
strong
Stalker.
against Puck, so that's also a pretty good pick.
Another Night Stalker game, though. Do you think that Team Taka have gonna learn anything from their last experience with the Night Stalker?
10 seconds.
With Puck, and if they pick something like Stroke, I think they have enough control for the Night Stalker.
5 seconds
Okay.
remain.
So Night Stalker is weak against tanky heroes and heroes that don't really rely on the spell immediately. So CK is a hero that needs his spell to work well. So CK is not great against Night Stalker, but I think Night Stalker will make this Puck game very difficult.
Only 10
One thing that
seconds.
Night Stalker didn't get last game was a blink, and if you get blink and jump on the
5
Puck,
seconds
I think,
remain.
and your Radiant carry is something quite high physical damage, let's say a Jug or something, TB, I don't know, I don't think any of them plays TB, but it will be, and maybe even Slark who can run around. Yeah, I mean, I will actually see a Slark. It hasn't been banned. It will do quite well against Viper, AA. Do okay against CK, I guess, because Illusion's still hard to kill, but they have line for that.
More importantly, I think Justin's mid hero. I feel like he has potential to just pick a hero that can win him the game. Something like Lestrak is okay against CK. The thing about CK is just that it's so easy to just like pick a hero that just hard counters you. I mean, you pick like an Ember. I guess he doesn't play Ember, but the one I have in mind, basically, Lestrak is really good against CK. What else does Justin play?
Feeling it's going to be a Klingsor Windrunner.
I think they'll ban out Wind Ranger if they don't pick it now, because Justin plays a lot of has in scrims plays lots of Wind Ranger against Tucker's Puck.
Radiance ban.
Okay. Jared?
Yeah, Jar's
I like
can carry against CK.
Not bad. Although a lot of magic damage. Magic damage against Vipers, you really want to get a physical damage hero. So we were talking earlier about like PA, how you want to pick into a good matchup. It's really good against like Viper and Alk and stuff like that. So maybe you could have considered that. But they go with the Gyro. Great pick against CK.
I think it's a great pick because it's tanky. You eventually build it tanky and you just run forward. And if Puck is not going to do the damage to it, and Viper definitely won't do the damage to it when he gets a BKB, then it's up to CK. And CK's illusions might die pretty quickly because of Lion and Gyro's ult, ult, and also his flat cannon. So I think this Gyrocopter is actually a good pick. I think it's actually better than the Slark pick. Slark would have been quite susceptible to CK, killing him, stunning him, and bursting him down, and Puck silence, even if he gets a BKB. But this Gyro, if he builds tank, will just run through. I still think Medusa was probably the better pick, but that's why it was such a good ban. And they banned Wind Ranger and Clinks.
Yep, just like you did. Ban the Justin heroes. Alright, so we're going to see what Justin's going to play against the Puck. They kind of forcing him to play like I don't know, like the Leshrac. I mean, that's the only hero I can really think of, unless I'm missing a
10
hero.
seconds to pick.
I feel like it's not that bad a Leshrac game
yeah.
as well.
Maybe even
5
DK?
Probably melee heroes like DK, Bristol, Axe, but I'm not sure if they want to play that against this lineup.
Yeah, like DK on theory sounds like it's bad against the Viper, but against the Puck, the DK will do very well, and a reliable stun is always a reliable stun. Once you kill the Puck, like the Dire will lose a lot of the control in their team fights. We'll see what picks. Axe.
Axe against Viper.
Not as sure about that. Doom is a good pick. Ooh, I like the Doom.
Against Puck, alright?
The Doom, it will be strong against. I think. I would
Counter to
prioritize
every
Night
single
Stalker.
hero.
I will prioritize Night Stalker, or maybe the Gyro, depending on which stage of the game. And maybe Axe, I guess. Puck probably won't win against Axe that handily, but I would. See, that's a difficulty of picking two cores at your first two picks, and I think that's what's highlighting this series. I think Damien's hero pool is just too small, and I've only seen 4 heroes from him, and that makes the game very inflexible. Because if Damien has a wider hero pool, they could have picked the Doom earlier, and then they could have just flex picked something that would have been good against his team. And I think the Viper, I guess, is good against Axe, but then you're forcing the Puck to an offlane position, which isn't very good. Puck just, I don't think it's as strong as Axe. Forcing the Puck pick early was, I don't know, I think it's forcing it. And when you pick a Puck first round, you can just, itemize or heroize against the hero. So I'm not a huge fan of actually this Puck early, because I feel like at times it's too easy counted. But anyway, we go Radiant we have Hanju on the line, Justin on the Axe, Night Stalker likely off lane on Kenny, and
30
Jason
seconds to video
on
games.
the Gyro. And then we have Viper on Damien, Doom, Milo, which is going to be a support Doom, I suspect, Tucker, mid, Fred, AA, and Lakshman CK.
Oh. Already, bit of action going on mid. Checking for the wards.
It's time
Justin
for
went double
30
tangos
world
again.
avatars
Pretty
to
interesting.
return to murder.
Against Puck, how do you think that is? Do you think that's the right choice?
Yeah, because Puck does a lot of damage by just harassing, and I think he wants to stay in lane. Justin's not someone who gets early bottle, so I think that makes sense. Although he did get a Ring of Regen, aiming for a Hood.
Put this game. I like it.
Yeah,
I mean,
against
half of the
Viper.
damage is magical, so you're always going to be able to get the full value from the hood. Ooh, good to know. Anyways, what do you think the lane to watch is going to be in this game?
Probably none of them. I feel like the supports are probably the ones that are going to die, in top lane. Bot lane, I think if Milo was a different hero, probably, but Milo as a Doom is a very passive farming hero. And I guess you can go on Stew. I think it's just a bit of an ask to jump onto the Gyro. Milo ended up getting the speed aura one, which I'm not as... I don't think it offers a utility, but I think you get what you can in this lane, because you can't eat the big creeps.
I mean, strangely enough, the speed creep is actually a creep you want later during the game, right? Like
Yes,
the speed
yes.
aura, it's like
Oh yeah, 12
Very
move speed
good.
later on is very strong.
very strong.
At this stage of the game, I just don't... by all means, 341 move speed is pretty good. But, you need... as a Doom, you want to max the Jabal so your hero becomes super strong with the Midas. But then you're sacrificing Scorched Earth on Infernal Blade. And if you sacrifice Scorched Earth, you don't move as quick to your heroes. And because Jason's a range carry, but I guess it's range small.
Viper, bot lane, taking a lot of damage. He's going to be okay.
Yeah, and if you don't max your Infernal Blade, you don't do as much damage. But I guess one of the benefit is Gyro is not a full range hero. It's attack range is like 300-400, right? So it's not that you're as protected. When we talk about your Tango's mid thing, Justin's down to 2 because there's just so much harass. but because of that, he's keeping up farm with this Puck, and I think that's doing pretty well already. It's notoriously high harass because Puck is just going to keep spamming orbs.
Yeah. Because Axe wants to be next to the creeps, pretty hard for him to dodge them. Alright, so did Axe go for a bottle? He did. Rush bottle. Okay, I like this. He went for level 2 in hunger as well. Very interesting.
I'm not as sold on this because your Puck
Really?
can just kill creeps easily.
Well, I mean, the alternative is skilling Berserker's Core, right? So I'm actually like, I've seen it before. It's not that bad. I mean, because you don't really want to be calling stuff until you have a bit more farm. You have a couple levels, so I don't think it's going to affect his laning too much. Meanwhile, bot lane, Viper's having a pretty good time. Same with this Night Stalker. In fact, Night Stalker is,
Top CS.
yeah, getting a lot of CS. Highest CS. Tucker doing a good job keeping this Axe low. But once he gets that Ring of Health, it's gonna be okay. Oops, range creep. Fortunate.
Justin's body up against Tucker. Tucker's actually nearly dead. 60 HP. Oh, first blood going bot. Milo. Oh, mid. Tucker is solo killed by Justin. Oh, really Nani.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked. Dire's middle
So
tower
Puck coming back mid. Has his salve, so couldn't get his salve in time, waiting for the courier. Now getting his top rune. Justin now in firm control of this lane. Just running into the Puck. And Puck is going to get zoned out even harder. Another bite of hunger. He's probably just going to keep harassing. And just gets chopped down. Oh.
being attacked.
Oh no. That's a... Wow, that's a good solo kill. So mid is firmly in Axe's favor. Oof. Starting the BM already. Just slightly early. There's a ward there. Not too sure the exact reason, but maybe they think there might be a vision. Or was he trying to plan observers? Don't know. They're trying to pull this lane, but I think Justin is now firmly in control of mid, and once you get his hood, I think Tucker's going to have a really, really bad time. Talked about the battle hunger. Maybe it looks like the battle hunger really is doing good value, because it's forcing Tucker to feel like he needs to be in the lane, where in reality he probably could just orb to the small creeps and just kill it there. But Tucker is still level 5, Justin's level 7, and he's denying and getting the last hits. Doom is coming mid. I think feeling that they need help, but Doom doesn't have any mana, so I'm not sure what Doom can do. So now Viper got a solo kill on Gyro, and he's probably gonna maybe kill Stu as well. Yeah, this is gonna be a double kill. It's really well played. This Viper was a good pick. Kenny is a bit out of position. He's now getting zoned out. There's one salve, which I guess makes it easier for him to just come back into the lane. They don't know. None of them know there's a regen in the top. And I think at the state of this game is this mid game is Puck is still level 6. Oh, and he's actually getting damaged quite a fair bit by this. I think going phase shift may have been one of the factors, because if he just got Weighing Rift and Illusory Orb, he would have been able to definitely kill a creep. but at this stage he's not able to. So Justin's just spamming Battle Hunger. And your phase shift doesn't dodge anything because Justin has no projectiles you're dodging with. And Battle Hunger is instantaneous, so it's just hitting him. And he could just kill this. Why is he not killing the... Okay. Don't know. Taka has to salve. He's getting a Witch's Blade. This Witch's Blade will be pretty delayed. And Justin is going... No, recognize... Oh, there's a vision there. Probably showed his ward. Looking at bot. Viper's just diving Gyro. Night Stalker's here is going to kill. He's probably going to die, perhaps. Kenny's just running in. Milo doesn't have any other spells, so he's going to die. So all in all, this is a 2-1 trade in Dire's favor. Oh, sorry, in Radiant's favor. I would think that as an okay thing, in the sense that Axe will be quite important later down the track with his blink. So getting him strong now and just letting the other lanes sort themselves out is a good idea. Jason recognizing that he can't stay bot is going top, and I think that is an okay move, but the Night Stalker also isn't going to fare great either against the Viper. Milo getting a Zappy Boy, Chain Lightning. I think he can do what he can. Now Gyro is actually going to get zoned out of lane top as well. So, survives. Stun, call, and choppy chop.
I said good day, sir.
And he says good day. Now Viper's going mid. Very aggressive on the high ground. I think Kenny's waiting for someone else to come to help back him up. Axe is flanking from the left, Night Stalker from the right, and they have no vision, so they'll probably get him. And I think this is probably a kill, perhaps? Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that range is massive. Anyway, Milo's gonna go get hit, chop. Justin is just completely dominating this game. Justin is currently 5-0. Wow.
Wow, I come back and Justin gets the double kill.
Yeah, so Justin, very strong play. Solo killed the puck twice, and is now firmly ahead in terms of this game. He's 1,400 ahead of the puck. It's Axe showing that it's just completely dominating. He has illusion now, so he can, if he wants, he can just send the illusions to his camps, and just take them all. And Puck will have nowhere to farm. I think this is a good choice, getting it pulling.
Axe has gone 3 blades.
Taka has no mana, so he has to actually just go back to base. I think if he really wanted, this tower is could be a tower right now if he just goes and whacks the tower. Tank for the siege creep. I think that's gonna be fine. Oh no, the siege creep. You gotta tank it.
Justin's going top. He wants to help, but I think by the time he gets top, all the heroes will run away. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Night Stalker is struggling against Viper, so this Viper as an offlane pick has been alright. Getting his ATOS, I just wonder how effective he is later down the track. I am personally worried about this Axe going completely out of control. He's already got a hood phase boot and he's nearly at his blink.
That said, the other cores of the Dire are doing alright. A lot better than the Radiant cores. Gyro just has not been able to find any farm whatsoever, so he's actually got to hit up the triangle right now. Very early on in this game.
Yeah.
Only level 6 at 11 minutes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Night Stalker using ult, going bot. They're going on to the Viper. Viper, who's been dominating quite well. They want to stop his early game dominance. And Night Stalker might die, actually. Yeah, Night Stalker's dead. So it took 3 people close to commit, and they kill Gyro. So this is very, very Dire favored. Trading a Viper for 2 heroes, I think the mid lane it's actually the mid lane that's struggling with Puck.
Yeah. strange because usually Puck, Taka has a good time on his Puck, but this game is just he got crushed. Those 2 kills in the early stages of the game really shut him down. So yeah, hasn't really been able to come back.
They're going
He's
top.
gonna
They're just
check
They're just focusing on Jason at the moment. Public's coming in. He's just taking the rune. Doesn't swap the bottle in and out.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, they're gonna contest these stacks as well. Wow.
Yeah. Justin's coming in.
Four
This is
here.
4 vs 1.
Justin
I'm
gets
not
tuned.
sure about this. He's
And
gonna.
coil.
Yep. He's gonna die. I think. Oh, that's a good chain stun. Oh, unfortunate bounce, but he's using. Yeah.
Right,
It's got
Justin's gonna
creeps.
die. Big kill.
Stuart's gonna die as well. And Kenny. No, not Kenny.
Ooh.
Milo's just survived, so this is a good turnaround. And did someone drop Ocean Heart? Not the best item, but...
I think it was Dire. I'm pretty sure that's Dire's item. So
Oh, okay. Not a fan of Ocean Heart, I think. Like, by the time you get it, you're already out of, your early... So it will be really strong mid if you got it early, but by that time, you already finished your laning process. So all you can use it is just to roam between the river and stuff. And a lot of times you don't really roam rivers, you roam the map and then cross the river. Anyway, they're coming top. A Viper is actually pretty low HP. They might just be able to go on. Oh no, they don't have any catch at this. Oh no, they have Blink.
Yeah, they-
Blink in 2 seconds. He's gonna go on stun.
Oh,
Doesn't
he's
even
got-
want to
he's
use
got
Blink.
corrosive-
Oh, he's just dead.
Yeah. He had corrosive skin on him. He hung at him, so couldn't
Oh
get the
right,
blink off.
stop the Blink.
Yeah. But it's fine. I mean, they're getting kills, but these kills are like Axe is like a monster, right? And they're getting these kills on the heroes, but they're not really shutting down like the Dire's win con, and that's Lakshman on his CK, right? Although this Axe is like a beast, they also have the tools to deal with him. They can always just like doom him, or they can always just Viper him,
Yes.
So even though he has got off to this monstrous start, like this Axe is like it's pretty hard for him to. Ooh,
Oh, he's getting smoke broke. Oh, that's a Tucker. I think maybe a bit of mid-play. Like he's gonna get chased down, and he's gonna just get chased down. This is what I was saying about Night Stalker before. Night Stalker is a good pick because of this. But I think this game, if you just look at the net worth, it shows the top one is Axe, and then it's just essentially. Before this kill, it was 4 Dire heroes, and then it was the rest of the Radiance heroes. One thing that I do want to say is that Justin, if he really wanted to, he probably could have gone just gone straight to the Manta build. And I think in that time, it would give some, it would mean that the win conditions goes further. Because if you spend 2,000 gold on your Blade Mail, the Dire team doesn't hit that hard, so I don't think it's that strong of a Blade Mail game. You use Blade Mail to go into carries who hit a lot, so you return a lot of damage. Like, PA is a very good example of that. But because you don't, you're not maximizing the effectiveness. And if he got a Manta earlier, I would say he would crush through heroes with his core Manta build. But I guess that's a lot more gold for him. So now he's going on the
completely
Viper.
agree.
Slow down. This is what I really like about Lich. He's a strong hero. Choppy chop.
Yep. Oh,
There's
Doom again?
Oh, not sure about this Doom though.
He's
This is
currently
just a
by
wasted
himself.
Doom.
So.
Yeah. it's just a
I
waste.
think they were counting on the AA blast to connect, but they missed
Yeah.
that. CK's here,
So
Lakshman.
Milo's probably dead actually. Justin's going back in without still doomed. I'm not
this
sure
is
about
bad
that. But
damage.
Lakshman, Lakshman's stunned. One more
Lakshman's
second for
gonna die
Blink.
again.
I think Justin might
Oh.
die. Yep, Justin's dead. Oh, that's a good stun. He's dead. Justin still gets a kill, even when he's dead. Fred's gonna die to this Night Stalker. Just probably one more hit and he's done. And he... Yep. Okay, so now
Oh,
he
Viper's
overextended. Going
back.
backwards. Going back. he
Good
should've-
stun though, but not
I
enough.
think at that side he should have seen the TP forward. So I'm not sure why he went to the puck if he's just Anyway, Jason's just running, just farming, going back to his usual thing.
But he was so far behind.
Yeah, no Maelstrom. I mean, he's half an item away from Maelstrom. So hopefully in the next 3 minutes, 2-3 minutes, he'll get his Maelstrom. He's
But
thinking
it's
about
going to be really
stacking.
late. I mean, one thing we haven't talked about is this Doom Pos 4. This Pos 4 Doom is actually getting a lot of farm because he's got Devour. And, yeah, it's something you got to factor in. Like, Doom is, going to transition into, this kind of, semi-core, right? He's Pos 4 right now, but he's going to get the farm. He's got a Blink already, very important item. He's going to be able to Doom the Axe every time. So,
And he's going
They
to
might-
stun. So they
yeah.
have a couple of reliable stuns now. So they should have gone. Yep.
Oh,
Go on.
nice.
Stun.
They need the Viper spells. They didn't get the Viper spells off on him.
Okay.
But
I think Justin's still dead. Oh.
very nice. Kenny is here, but it's 1v3. He's
Yeah.
just gonna die.
Wait,
Look at
what?
Coil.
He just gone in.
And now Honju's feeding. Oh. 3 heroes dead.
Oh.
Oh, what a dodge on the finger. Tucker really showing. Oh, Mother's gonna die though.
Yeah. That's three straight kills. Where it initially was a very underlevel park, is now firmly coming back into the game. And they can see a regen rune there as well for him to just go grab it after. So I think that, you know, they easy dodge.
Radiant's top
They're
tower
firmly back into the game now. Oh, lost the regen.
Yeah.
Shame.
Timed it out. Fortunate.
They go on top.
Gyro's
Dunker's going
better
in.
again.
CK sees Gyro just going in. Slow. It's very valuable. On the
Which played?
play.
Yep. Oh,
Oh, that's good.
good call.
Good call as well. 2 people. Silence. Strong. Talking about the puck. That's
Ooh.
chop chop chop.
Alright, that's definitely not worth it. I mean, you got the pos 1, but this pos 1 is so underfarmed that, like, basically like a support at this point. And then trading your 2 cores, 2 most farmed cores, yeah, I don't think that I will be happy about that for sure.
But you know who will be happy? Justin. Justin has his blink, blade mail, hood, phase boots, and it's only 18 minutes of the game, and he is halfway or around halfway towards his shard. Once he gets his shard, he will be able to output a lot of damage that currently they're lacking because Jason is just so underfarmed at this stage. And Jason's getting Ags first, so I think that's interesting. I think at this game, when you're so behind, I feel like you should just go all in to farm for your win. And I think at the moment he would have got his Maelstrom. And if he gets his Maelstrom, I think he would have got farmed pretty quickly to get his next item. It's like the concept of going straight Midas Radiance versus straight Radiance on a Wraith King, right? Like if you get your farming item and you don't get interrupted for like 2 or 3 minutes, you'll make it out. You'll make it out in a much better position than if you just go straight to the big item.
Well, I guess one kind of like good thing about the Radiant carry and being Gyro is that even though, like, you know, there are heroes that are really reliant on farm, Gyro is like not, you don't really need that much farm. You have good spells. As long as you have your levels, you'll be able to output like a decent amount of damage in the fight. So I guess that's one saving grace that we can see from.
Yes,
from,
you don't need to mass like damage.
Oh,
and-
mid lane.
Yep.
Taka goes down, but
Oh, that's a
you
nice
want-
call. I mean,
Along with the Ice Blast,
he's dead.
see, yeah. Even though he is quite farmed, it's just that the
So-
spells on the Dire
So
are
Nice
so
is just
strong.
running in, but there's 4 heroes around. And I think he's going to try to go behind onto AA, but Lakshman is well aware of that. So I think now they could just use this opportunity to push mid lane. They don't have Axe, who's the biggest initiation hero.
True. Daytime again, so Kenny. So yeah, this Night Stalker has not really been having the same game as last game where he just kind of ruffle stomped his lane and then snowballed the game out of control. This game, he's actually going for a straight BKB. I like that. I think he needs it against all the spell damage. I think Axe as well might want to consider getting a BKB, and that's exactly, he queues up the BKB, gets the Mithril Hammer.
Dire's bottom tower
Definitely needs it this game.
Although at the same time, Doom will still go through BKB, so he'll still be ineffective when he gets doomed.
That
Which
is
is why I favored the Manta initially, because worst case scenario, you just jump in, use Manta, right click, and then just run out. And then you just keep... Oh, hey, they're going on to the Milo, Doom.
Dire's bottom
A
tower
blast, it's pretty mature, I think.
Radiant's top
You really want to save it.
a scourge
Oh, that's a BKB though.
Oh,
Sorry.
right.
Yeah, Kenny's BKB got sniped, so he doesn't have BKB for this fight, but he doesn't have Knight anyway, so I don't think the Radiant really want to take a fight right now.
towers for a few seconds here. Dire's bottom tower under fire.
NG finishes his
Bottom tower
axe, just needs to go buy it.
rightfully scared about the Dire team, not just going himself into the farming out, being a bit careful. Kenny, I
Smoke from the Dire. Hold on.
Jason got his axe,
Oh,
getting caught out. The Dire team just wells on him.
good stun.
Oh, good chain frost. Oh, the good dodge by chain frost by Milo. That really just pulled the chain frost away. So now Kenny.
Kenny's gonna go down. He gets Viper Strike. 2 dead. Stews. They doom the Lich. Okay, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah. They already used all the spells. They could have just killed him and then saved the Doom for next game. Next match or next game, obviously.
Next fight, yeah.
Wow, Dire really has come back very, very strong with his mid-game rotations.
Yeah.
This puck was rendered completely ineffective, useless, until he came back with some good team fights. I guess that. But at the same time, it was only Justin who was actually farmed in the Radiant team as well. So
Yep.
I think there might have been just means that there's some lane difficulties with other lanes.
Yeah. And we talked about this earlier, but they really put a lot of effort into shutting down NG's game. He just hasn't been able to have much of an impact. Always getting gone on first. And, yeah, dying early on in the fights. Because, yeah, a lot of his damage is like, it's not really burst. It's like, you can't just throw them in a fight and then have the damage be done. You have to kind of stay in the fight with your rocket barrage and your flak cannons to, like, you know, stay next to them, deal the damage. So, just hasn't really been able to have that long sustained fight. Alright. Saving grace is that the Roche potential of Dire is not the greatest. You have to use a Phantasm to do Roche, and I don't think that's something they really want to do. They kind of want to use the ult to kill people.
They're grouping each other. I think they might. Well, I mean, obviously, Radiant knows Dies here because they're capturing the shrine. I think the Night Stalker against the Puck lineup will always be beneficial in the Radiant side because Night Stalker's silence will always be strong against Puck until Puck get a BKB. But I don't think I've ever seen a Puck get a BKB in one of these matches. So he's always susceptible to dying, and that's a huge core on the Dire. But anyway, they're going in. So Night Stalker just flying through, aiming for the Puck. Justin's clearing space.
2-man core.
2-man coil.
2-man
Chain
stun.
Frost. And starts going on to Fred. Tucker's just zoned out of the fight.
2 dead, yep.
Dead.
And that's actually Milo gonna go down as well. Okay, so that was actually all just Kenny in that fight. I mean, you saw the Axe get the double call, but it was really Kenny on the back line of the Dire team that really shut them down. He managed to zone out both the AA and the Puck, and because of that, the two cores of the Dire that got called by the Axe, they just died instantly. There was nothing that Dire could do about that. So, great play from Kenny.
And that's what I was saying before, just before the fight started. The Puck is always going to be very scared of this Night Stalker until he gets a BKB, or if he gets a BKB, or if he gets a Yules, and just Yules the Night Stalker, and then go into the fight at that time.
Yeah.
But I think he probably wants to get Ags, and it's not a bad idea. But the gold lead is definitely going up and down, and I think over the long term, I would favor the Radiant. The Gyro will slowly get bigger over time, and they're also doing really well stacking for him as well, which is one of the things I'm quite impressed by. There's always someone stacking Konju, doing the right thing for his carry, and they're going on to Puck. Shame, didn't get the Puck inside this, and Milo's coming as well. CK is hiding there, and I think having Lakshman on the CK has been quite good, going a tanky guy. Oh, going on to Axe. Puck.
There is a Frost armor. He's pretty tanky, but with the AA blast, I think. Oh,
And he's
Kenny
glimmered
after
as well.
going-
He gets glimmered. Chain Frost being dodged. Tucker just dies.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
Justin doesn't even die. Wow.
Yeah, the glimmer save, you know?
Yeah. It was actually Stu with his ice armor, that frost shield, that was really timely because
Yeah.
he got doomed, and if you get the ice shield off before the doom happened, it dispels the ice shield. But Stu was ready. He got doomed, and then instantly, the second he got doomed, the frost shield was there. So it actually mitigated a lot of the damage that came out.
Yeah, a lot of the physical damage, and then the Glimmer negated a lot of the magical damage as well. So this Glimmer Cape Frost Shield combo means that someone's just really really hard to kill during that time. And look what Jason found, an enchanted quiver. This enchanted quiver is a lot of... I don't know if he's going to trade for it or keep the Mindbreaker. He's going to trade for it. This enchanted quiver is going to make up a lot of the damage that he's personally lacking himself at the moment without any of his damage items. So he can still do 300 damage every 6 seconds or 5 seconds by the nature of him just having that item. Which is one of the reasons I dislike about this drop system, where if you get the wrong item, like you fall really far behind sometimes, or you come back very well if you get the right item.
Like, some items can just make or break a game, It's like, you're a TB, and then you get the Titan's level. Yeah, you get that as well, but...
Justin, going on mid? He broke the coil. He didn't know there's Ags on the Tucker. He had BKB and he ran out of the coil, but anyway, Kenny's going on to the Puck. Puck silence, and he is still taking through this. He still has the Kenny doesn't do damage, that's the issue. And Stu just standing there using Frost Shield, Frost Blast, but there's a pipe. Jason now just running out. Now he's changing it with the quiver. I mean, Slide and Silver, I'm not sure about that, because he's still going to get disabled. Like now, he's still going to die too now. So... Wow.
Yeah.
So, I don't think Justin knew about the Ags, because he ran out of the Dream Coil with BKB on, and then he just died.
So they didn't even have Doom for that fight, so yeah, 3 for nothing. Went the way of Dire. Man,
such a back and forth game, this one. Like the other games were all pretty one-sided, I think, from the onset, and there might have been 1 or 2 fights where you thought there was a comeback, but not really. This game has really been a back and forth, like up and down, where no team really has taken full control of the game yet.
Yeah. Ooh, another smoke from the Dire. They're looking to find Kenny this time. I think they know that he's down here.
What I would do is just wait until someone comes out, and like what they're doing now. So Justin's coming out. They're gonna... Justin... Spider senses is a bit tingly. Oh no, they see Jason now. So Tucker... one Dream Coil. 3-man. Oh, he got stunned as one. Just remember, this is Ag stun. Dead, Chain Frost going on, but there's a pipe. Lions died, dead from the Puck ult as well. So this is a very... I think that flanking maneuver was very smart. They're making them think that they're going to gain Kenny, but nah, they're just standing there waiting for the team to come farm these. Be a bit greedy, be a bit cheeky, and then jump on them. And that 2-man coil were on the right people. Justin actually still got out of it, which is pretty amazing. But they did kill...
really long stun from the coil as well, yeah. Okay. So, I think this is gonna be at least one set of racks. Well, actually, the cause... I mean, Jared's up in 5 seconds, but...
And his Frost Shield. And Frost Shield is really, really good for... It's one of the 2 best spells that I can think of for high ground defense. Oh, Justin! Axe! Blinking by himself. Blinking by himself, however, a bit ambitious.
He's dead.
Tipped.
Luxmaker's tipped.
Finally see a bit of tip. We see a bit of 90, and they're fighting. But Kenny's actually doing quite a lot of damage. He killed Milo. And now they're actually going to kill perhaps kill Lakshman as well. And this is why I don't like the Titan Silver. You reduce his damage, but you reduces the status. But Dream Coil. Now Kenny's going to die. Joe's dead.
They're all dead. Alright, 5-man team.
Dead. Now I think this is probably too late. Justin just getting tipped, rightfully so, going in 4-man call, but none of the team was there to help him. So sometimes like getting black hole, right? Like you can land 5-man black holes, but sometimes the 5-man black holes are worse if you're the only one alive. Where sometimes your 2 or 3-man black holes are much more useful, where you can get the right heroes dead and then finish off the rest of the 3. And I think this was a very good example where a good call doesn't mean that you win the game. It just means that you get a 4-man call, which may or may not do anything.
Yeah, sure. And he had buyback as well for that fight, but he really, I don't know, he didn't want to use it. And this was the fight that was going to decide the game, so I guess he's saving it for next game. sure.
Doom and buyback both safe on this game. I think the writing's on the wall. It's
Yeah.
the Dio is pretty ahead at this stage. I think this was going to go either way until some of the bad fights. I mean some of the unfortunate fights for Radiant, and the Dio really capitalized on it.
I completely agree. I feel like, yeah, the Radiant were lured into like, well, at least Justin was. He thought he was unkillable for the first 20 minutes of the game. He thought there was a Doom, and then I think he just got Doom picked off too many times. And then because of that, Dio managed to find their feet, get a bit of farm on the puck.
And one of the underrated things we haven't mentioned is that Radiant actually likes damage, which is why again I favored the Axe build, because Axe Shard build, because right now they don't actually have a lot of damage on their team. Stu's gonna die, 2 hits, dead. Puck is coming in, Dream Coil, silence. He can't walk out with. Oh, he didn't even need to use BKB. Like, anyway, he's dead.
Pretty a lot of spins, but ultimately not enough damage. Lushman's 2 tank.
This is a very coordinated 5-man tip. Like,
They did it twice.
You know, each tip was within like 0.5 second of the next. This is team coordination at its max. This is what we like seeing for next game. Now they're knocking on the high ground. Force 2 buybacks, going back. I think this is good. This is very good in terms of strategy. Go farm this Ancient, or plus minus the Roshan. If they come out, they might just kill him again.
Bottom tower under
Yep.
fire.
We talked about Puck getting countered very easily. Now Puck, remember how we said Puck would only survive with BKB? He actually got a BKB this game.
He did. That's actually a really good item this game, because I mean, other than the call, nothing goes through the BKB. So
Yes. And this is essentially, and I would actually like to see this Aegis on Puck, because Puck is what's dictating team fights. Lakshman is just not going to die with his hero, and even Damien is very tank now. And it's not that they're tank, it's just that Radiant doesn't do damage. Like, Axe does damage at times, I guess, but if you don't have your shard, you're not outputting like big damage. I think Jason's probably still an item or 2 away, which is what's good about Jara as a hero. Like, you do a lot of AoE damage, but sometimes all you need is a burst damage. All you need to do is kill one hero rather than doing a lot of damage. And I wouldn't be surprised if Jason did a lot of damage at the end of this game. But it's a bit like Necro doing a lot of damage, right? Like, you can fill up the stat sheets, but if you're not killing a hero, which Necro does do with his ult, you're not that effective. So Justin, knowing his...
they know he's here. Are they going to be able to find him though?
Oh, he broke the smoke, so they know he's here. Will he do a blind...
Oh. Doesn't go
late.
for it.
If he was going to do a blind Dream Call, which is only 60 seconds, 70 seconds, they might have actually killed him. I think I would have been like, oh yeah, let's just throw it anyway, see what happens. If you get him, 5 more tips. If you don't get them, so be it. Just kill the bot tower.
Definitely, sure. I think the tipping is definitely what I would have done it for. Just on the off chance you do land it, you know. I mean, this game is like basically already over. If there's a chance to do a bit more psychological damage, I mean, why wouldn't you do that?
Exactly, for game 5. And you know, initially I thought this was going to be a 4-1 game pretty handily in favor of Radiant, but Team Kenny. But you know, this is going to be a game 5. Game 5 is like the game 7 of NBA Finals. You know? This is what you fight for, and this is where champions are made.
For sure. Oh man. Radiant still playing it out though.
Tower has
Yes.
fallen.
Props to them.
I like Viper's next item, which is Ag Shard. Ag Shard is really, really, really strong on Viper. Like, helps with high ground. I would have waited, I think, but I think CK is so big. So this is what Gyro is quite good at, doing damage. But right now they just need to kill one hero down, one hero at a time, rather than doing AoE, because they're not going to get. So just Jason getting doomed. Stuart's nearly dead. Limit. Hanju. Where's Justin? Justin's in there blinking, but he doesn't output that much damage because he doesn't have his Ag Shard, and he doesn't get his. He has Ag Shard, sorry, but he doesn't have his Manta. So more coordinated tips. Only 4 this time. Did someone run out already? I don't know, but they should have.
I think Lakshman tipped, yeah. Oh no, it was someone else. Okay, well anyways, Yeah, he actually went for an Aeon Disc, so I think he went in, called, and then his Aeon Disc popped, so he didn't do any damage.
Counterintuitive as a 100 blinks in, but he stopped his disable, and now he's gonna die.
Half a Ravage. NG doing a lot of, might get Milo, might get...
Might get Milo. I think that's the word,
oh.
might get Milo. And he still can't kill it. This is, I mean, Titan Sliver, sometimes, you know, people like stacking status resistance. This time was not it. This time he needed damage. I think Radiant didn't recognize that they're really lacking damage this time.
GG.
Ooh.
And
finally some trash talk. Ooh, waiting for this, you know, like
Daya serving back Justin for what he said before. Well deserved. I mean, he thought he was gonna destroy this game, so I feel like a bit of smack here and there is kind of warranted this time.
I think that Justin being so far ahead, he should have tried to push himself further ahead. And it was a big make or break play, but I think he should have got the mantle. And you know what we talked about damage, you know, 20k on Gyro, 17k on Slitch, 16k on Nightsoul, which is actually pretty impressive in all things considered, which is very similar to Diet, but they just couldn't kill heroes at the end because all the damage was distributed. And yeah, it's good to do, you know, if you, as a Void with Ags, as a Nightsoul with Ags, you can do 300 times 5 damage, but your 1500 damage isn't that useful if you can't kill a hero.
Yeah, sure.
You know what's the most amazing thing? Have you seen Viper's score this game? 17-15. That's kill. That's 32 kill participation out of 37. That is impressive.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see. Any last thoughts, Tim, before we go on to Game 5, the championship?
I was just gonna say, yeah, they really shut down the Gyro, and after that, it's like there's nothing really that Radiant could do. I think they want to win the next game. I think they should focus on the same thing, shutting down NG's game. So that's really important. Anyways,
we'll see you guys in Game 5.
Yeah, that's
Stay
all right.
tuned.
See you guys. All right. Wow. Justin.
Finally, the trash talk. I was waiting for it for a whole game.
GG.
Ooh.
And
finally, some trash talk. Ooh, waiting for this, you know, like
Daya serving back Justin for what he said before. Well deserved. I mean, he thought he was gonna destroy this game, so I feel like a bit of smack here and there is kind of warranted this time.
I think that Justin being so far ahead, he should have tried to push himself further ahead. And it was a big make or break play, but I think he should have got the mantle. And you know what we talked about damage, you know, 20k on Gyro, 17k on Slitch, 16k on Nightsoul, which is actually pretty impressive in all things considered, which is very similar to Diet, but they just couldn't kill heroes at the end because all the damage was distributed. And yeah, it's good to do, you know, if you, as a Void with Ags, as a Nightsoul with Ags, you can do 300 times 5 damage, but your 1500 damage isn't that useful if you can't kill a hero.
Yeah, sure.
You know what's the most amazing thing? Have you seen Viper's score this game? 17-15. That's that's 32 kill participation out of 37. That is impressive.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see. Any last thoughts, Tim, before we go on to Game 5, the championship?
I was just gonna say, yeah, they really shut down the Gyro, and after that, it's like there's nothing really that Radiant could do. I think they want to win the next game. I think they should focus on the same thing, shutting down NG's game. So that's really important. Anyways,
we'll see you guys in Game 5.
Yeah, that's
Stay
all right.
tuned.
See you guys. All right. Wow.